Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin, the late show. It's 4 a.m. here, past 4 a.m. Today is September the 17th, 2017. Yes, this is going to count as my Sunday show. All right, people, have a strong hand. I'd like to remind everyone of that. I was out on the town in Baltimore tonight, so my voice is a little scratchy. Sorry about that. This is home of long-term cryptocurrency thinking. And yesterday, Saturday, we had Simon Dixon on the show. Please watch that show. It is linked to below. But I also want to remind everyone to check out the link section below, not only to check out that video, but cryptohwwallet.com. Check them out. Get your Ledger Nano, your Trezor, your leather case for your Trezor, or any of your storage devices. I've got other links there to Cryptographities t-shirts. I'm wearing one of them right now. You're going to see me right now, what it looks like. Whoa, screens. Okay, so yeah. There is my Trezor with its awesome leather case that you can get at cryptohwwallet.com. And this is my shirt that I was wearing this shirt out on the town tonight in Baltimore. You guys have all seen it before, but the Baltimore people hadn't seen it yet. So there were a couple comments, and we'll talk about that. Well, first of all, a few people said, I've heard of Bitcoin. I haven't heard of the others. And one person said they'd heard of Litecoin. So, okay, that's one thing, but we'll get into that in a second. Again. All right, so what is first on the agenda? Again, so yes, check out Simon and I did that interview. It was spur of the moment. It was not planned at all, but it was awesome, and you can learn a lot, and you can learn about the value of holding, and that's why I titled this video "The Art of the Hold," because it takes a lot, I guess. For some people want to do things with their Bitcoin, but it pays off in the long run, and it hurts bad actors and it helps you. So, okay, pound that like button. This is the weirdest time I have ever been on in the United States of America. I've been on in weird times when I'm in Australia, but because it's not a weird time. But here in the East Coast, yeah, it is really 4:17 in the morning. So my night is about to end after this. Hopefully I can get a good night's sleep. All right, enough. So what's going on here? What should I talk about first? This is not in order. Okay, we're going to talk about the Trezor first of all. I am back in Baltimore, as I said, and I got to mess around with splitting my Bcash from my Bitcoin. And one thing that no one has talked about, that I have not heard anyone talk about, people say, well, you have to split all of your coins at once, that the Trezor splits all of your coins at once. But guess what? If you have your Trezor set up in a way where you have there's a different that you can passphrase protect your Trezor and create like multiple accounts. Well, the way it works is it just splits one account at a time. So if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 that are protected by different passphrases, you don't have to split it all at once. So I split one of my passphrases, but not the other ones yet. So it was easy, as everyone said. And I know some people wanted to know, Adam, when are you going to exactly do it? Well, I got home to my Trezor and I did it. But I thought it was really noteworthy that no one's mentioned this, the passphrase. Do people not use the passphrase to create, different accounts on there? Anyway, so, hey, and this is just amazing. When you have that Bcash in front of you and you start to try to sell it or whatever, it's just amazing you're getting this free Bitcoin because you turn it into Bitcoin. It is just amazing. And yeah, the rich are going to get richer. And no, it isn't that easy if you have a lot of Bitcoin, you're not going to send like 100, you're not going to send 100 Bcash all at once to an exchange. You're just not going to do that. And because if certain exchanges, you can only take out a certain amount of Bitcoin this is a long for people who have a lot of Bitcoin. This is a long process, and so hey, be patient, everyone that's got a lot of Bitcoin. You don't I mean, do what you want to do, but if you can only take 1 Bitcoin a day off of an exchange, you've got to do this slowly, because you don't want to get a lot of your Bitcoin or Bcash that you're turning into Bitcoin stuck on an exchange, just in case some, the worst thing happens, that if the exchange got hacked, all of a sudden you lose all your free Bcash that you turned into Bitcoin, but you couldn't get the Bitcoin off the exchange in time. Anyway, rambling on a little bit there. But again, a benefit of holding, another benefit. This is amazing. These crypto dividends are freaking amazing. It is just amazing. And yeah, the rich get richer, but the rich had a lot of Bitcoin in this case. They were smart and got a lot of Bitcoin, and now they're being rewarded. So they're rewarded to holding and controlling your freaking private key and not keeping it at some exchange. All right, so the OmiseGO. The OmiseGO that you're supposed to get for free with your Ethereum if you control your own private key. If you had Ethereum, what was it, before July 7th? Well, I had, everyone knows I have a little bit of Ethereum, a little bit, for various reasons, been given to me. And well, the OmiseGO came. It really came. And what they do is, let's say you have 10 Ethereum, they will give you 7.5%. So you get 0.75 OmiseGO. All right. So if you have 10 Ethereum, you get 0.75 OmiseGO. It's not very much, but free is free, dudes. Free is free. So don't complain about free. I think that's what a lot of people have been saying about Bcash. Like, oh, I only got 10%. I should have waited. Dude, free is free. You can get 12% now. You could have got 10%. Then you could have got 20%. Free is free. Don't complain. I'm happy about the OmiseGO. And I'm not promoting any OmiseGO or any whatever. I mean, I'll turn that into something else as soon as I feel like it. $7.50 worth of something else. But no, I'm not promoting in ICOs or anything like that. I got to put ICO in the keyword of this video. I forgot to do that. All right. Let me type that out. ICO. All right. So let's go. In the past, some of you guys, as I talked about these crypto dividends, 2 people in the past, one 3 months ago and one a week ago, brought up Bitcore. And I was like, I didn't even pay attention. But some Bitcore fan commented on a Vinny Lingham post on Twitter. And Vinny's had nothing to do with Bitcore. I don't even know why this person talked about Bitcore. I look up this Bitcore thing, and yeah, man, it is a crypto dividend, man. It's already in existence. You go to their website, and I'm going to link to everything below. I haven't had time to put the links. So if you're watching this live, and there are not that many people watching this live now. I guess if you're in Australia, you're watching this live, or Asia. Go to my link section below. I'm going to leave the pertinent links that are going to tell you about this Bitcore thing. But I mean, am I a fan of Bitcore? I don't even know what the heck it does per se. It's whatever. They forked it off, and but if you contact them before November the 2nd, I believe, and do a certain thing, and I'm going to do this, you get this free Bitcore, which is around what, $6-7 a coin right now. But again, you've had to have controlled your private key at that time. So I mean, this is the art of the hold. Again, if you didn't, then you're tough luck there. So I foresee these crypto dividends in the future. You better be holding for the minor ones like this. And this is a minor one, but it already existed, and no one even knew that it. And when I say minor, M-I-N-O-R, not minor, not the guy's mining, because everybody mines. Of course, they're all mined, but it's the opposite of major. A major crypto dividend obviously was Bcash and BGold, possibly. Hopefully it will be major and create a lot of extra dividends for us holders, man. This is amazing stuff. But where did my Bitcore exact notes go? Because there are specifics that you have to do. Anyway, I'm going to go through the whole process. I'm going to try to do it, and I'll report back to everyone here. There hasn't been a lot of talk. There is a video out there that explains it. You can look for it on YouTube, because if you look for Bitcore on YouTube, there's only a couple things that come up, very few. They've not marketed this thing at all, these Bitcore people. I guess there's only a few of them. All right, so remember, pound that like button, subscribe to this channel, and check out the links below, all three of those things. All right, so Mish, the economic guy, Mish, has a, wait a sec, yes, has a article, a blog post that is just ripping on Bitcoin. And as I predicted, he's conflating like Dogecoin and other cryptocurrencies with Bitcoin. You know, all the things that are going wrong with other cryptocurrencies, he's kind of laying on the Bitcoin. He says it's a silliness, you know, and you know, he brings up Dogecoin. And of course, Dogecoin is ridiculous, but that doesn't mean Bitcoin's ridiculous. So you can check out his link below once I add it there. Remember, Bitcoin is the world reserve cryptocurrency. We gotta talk about that. So Simon Dixon again, he had a beautiful. If you check out the video that he was on with me a few hours ago on Saturday, he goes over all the things Bitcoin has survived, and now it is going to survive. It's the evolution of survival, I called it. He mentioned all these things, and Bitcoin just keeps getting stronger. And now China is basically enforcing capital controls on its people through getting very strict with Bitcoin in any way imaginable. It seems like they're shutting down the exchanges. They're doing some other things, and whatever. Other countries are going to pick up the slack. People are going to find a way around it anyway. But Bitcoin becomes stronger. Bitcoin becomes survives yet again. It is a very good talk he gave when he talked about this. A very good segment of the show. And again, he brought up how holding. If you were selling, you were enriching. If you panicked on the China news, you were enriching institutional investors. The rich were getting richer. You weren't fighting. You were giving in to China, basically. You were giving into this government Anyway, holding was fighting the power on this, okay? Holding Bitcoin during this whole crazy episode, you're going to benefit long run, because this is just a blip, a small blip. Where is Bitcoin going to be in 2020? And Simon brings up the same thing. Nothing has changed about Bitcoin. There's still a halving in 2020. There's still a halving in 2024. And the sky is the freaking limit. So don't have a weak hand when you hear about China and you're just enriching the institutional investors. You're strengthening China. And anyway, so what do we got here? I have 4,000 followers on Twitter now. Wow, thank you, everyone. You can find me at TechBalt on there, TechBalt. Here is the Trezor again with its lovely leather case from Crypto HW Wallet. All right, Julian Assange has a, oh no, before I say that, I wanted to say again, talking to some people in the real world today and seeing how everyone, so many people don't control their private keys, and people make fun of Coinbase saying, oh, why do people shouldn't keep their Bitcoin at Coinbase? And they shouldn't. They should control their own private keys. But people, at least in this day and age, are just so used to banks controlling their wealth that they want a Bitcoin bank. There are so many people, I guess it's people over a certain age, which is probably over the age of 30 or maybe even over the age of 25. They want banks to control their Bitcoin. They can't stand putting it on this, which is the right thing to do, because if you put it on this, it's not going to get stolen. It's not going to get hacked. You're going to get your rewards. I mean, this Crypto-dividend thing is freaking amazing. It is just such a benefit. And it's also a way to fight the power. But hey, so I'm saying do this, but I'm also predicting they're going to be Bitcoin banks in the future. So for those of you who just love third parties and love centralization, that option is going to, because Bitcoin is just that free. You can do anything with Bitcoin. You can, have a decentralized take on it or a centralized take on it and create your, it's going to happen. There are going to be other Coinbases out there. And if there's a need, if there's a demand, then okay, what's wrong with someone satisfying that demand? Again, I've talked about many I've talked about the art of the hold tonight. Many benefits of the art of the hold and the art of controlling your own private key, the crypto dividend, et cetera, not being hacked, having a nice leather case. All right, now Julian Assange. Julian Assange has a tweet out there. Why all freedom-loving people and states need Bitcoin Part 29192. And he says the Spanish government claims it will seize control of Catalonia's government by seizing its finances in an attempt to stop the vote. Okay, so that shows you what happens when, if you're an entity trying to secede, and a government can take your money from a bank, they're going to, and it will shut you down. If your bank account gets shut down and you're trying to do something, well, the government wins. They stop you right there. That's the beauty of Bitcoin. The government can't seize it. Well, if it's at Coinbase, they sure can. But if you, again, buy from Coinbase, that's cool. Just don't store third parties, people. But again, you controlling your own private key, no one's taking this from you. No one is taking your wealth from you. And so if you want to lead a secessionist movement, you better get Bitcoin first before you announce it to the world that you're doing such a thing, and clean out your bank accounts and put it all into Bitcoin before you do your little secessionist thing. And, good luck to the people in Catalonia. I like secession. And we're not going to get into political stuff right now. I hear they might be doing it for reasons I don't even like, but I think everyone should try to be more independent and weaken the strength of a world government or a continental government like in Europe, or a country government or a national government. We're just getting into a world where on one side, governments are becoming just more and more controlling, and people are blindly following them more and more. But then we've got the 20% who are like, oh, what is this Bitcoin thing? And I'm not saying the 20% mindset people, because, oh God, if the whole world, if 20% of the world was into Bitcoin, whoa, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? All right, so I was wearing this shirt tonight, and my friend, it was good to see some friends. It was good to talk to people, and there were some, when you're walking around the streets of Baltimore at night, there are some people who are on drugs and really down on their luck and aggressive panhandling. And, I got a guy yelling at me today out there, and it's not safe. It's definitely not safe. And there are a lot of things tonight that make me happy that I'm in the Bitcoin community, and I'm traveling around the world meeting awesome people. It's just the intellectual stimulation that I get from Bitcoin. The Bitcoin community is great. We're revolutionary here. We're changing the world. People in Baltimore are really stuck in their ways. And some of them are very sick, sadly. But some people that, said they're like, well, I don't know how to buy it. Or, one person said, well, how much is it, Adam? It's $1,200 now? I said, no, it's closer to like 4,000. And he's like, well, I can't afford one share of it. You got to get a share, And so people haven't done research on it. They don't know about it. There's a lot of people that make up excuses about it. There's a mentality in Baltimore. They're not a lot of doers. And I'm not saying this. I talk to a lot of people tonight. So just in case someone is watching this and thinking I'm accusing them of not being a doer, no, I'm not. I talk to a lot of people tonight, and but I encourage everyone that I talk to tonight to get into Bitcoin. But a lot of people were just not getting my excitement about Bitcoin for whatever reason, and it's unfortunate, because this has definitely changed my life for the better. Definitely, walking around tonight, I'm just so happy that, there's still a version of me that people in Baltimore, the Baltimore Adam, I call it. I mean, I'm still the same person, but they just don't even know that I do these videos every day. They don't know. It's amazing. It's really interesting. So I'll share a little personal information tonight and everything, but I know sometimes in the community we like rip on people, each other, but at least we're all in this community. And I think we all want to be successful. We all want to be doers. And we all, or most people, want to be part of the 20%. And again, holding is part of that. You got to do smart things with your Bitcoin. You can't do dumb things with your Bitcoin. But even if you're doing, I just, the perspective I got tonight is, even if you're doing some whack things with your Bitcoin, at least you're not in the shoes of some of these people who are just like too scared to get into it, or don't think they don't have the time to research it, or are just so stuck and happy that they can watch the Ravens tomorrow, or that, you know, they're just satisfied by these mindless things, and they're getting more and more just indoctrinated into what's cool. I mean, they want to be the cool kids, and Bitcoin is not. This is something that's fringe. This is very fringe still. All right, I talk a little bit too much about that. That wasn't planned. But you can tell this is, I'm really happy about this Bitcoin community, guys, and we'll survive. I mean, we're definitely surviving the FUD. I'm proud of all the guests that I have on here. Such smart people. It's just, I'm comparing all the people that I've met through this to the people that I met, you know, in my real life. The hundreds of thousands of people I've encountered, you know, in Baltimore. It's just, it's different. It's different. It's so different. The people here and the people that are watching this. And I wish there was more overlap. There's not much I can do here in Baltimore now. I'll be on my way. I'll be in Spain on the beginning of October, and then the middle I'll be in Israel. And yeah. All right. I'm Adam Meister, Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. Pound that like button. I hope I didn't leave anything out here. Thanks for staying up late, people, or getting up early or whatever. Bye-bye.